So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to beautiful Lake Tahoe, 6,200 feet up in elevation, Claire, and we knew about it yesterday on that drive. Tell everybody about that travel day.
What, 15 hours?
Yeah.
About?
Yeah.
It was just too much. I was absolutely shattered when we got here. So I literally had a shower and went to bed.
It was a long day, 10.5-hour flight, followed up by a rental from San Francisco Airport for a 4.5-hour drive. Half of that drive's up the US 50 highway, I believe, and that's all elevation, so it's just bendy roads, as you'll see on the screen right now. We've just checked into Harvey's last night. We've got a lovely premium king room on the very top floor, which is the 19th floor. We've got loads planned over these 2 days starting today. Hopefully we'll show you quite a lot of things that's going on. We've got a biggish itinerary today. We've got an even bigger itinerary tomorrow, which will feature a whole loop of the lake, which is a 72-mile drive in total if you just drive around it. So we've got the casinos as well. A little bit of a budget for these ones. And we've got 2 more nights here before we move on to Vegas, which is going to be an even longer drive. We need some breakfast. It's only like 7 a.m, so let's go. Staying right here in Harvey's Lake Tahoe. Just walking back down here to the car because we've got self-parking, and we're paying $17 a night for self-parking because just as a standard gold member with Caesars you can get a little bit of discount. I think it's only $20 a night to park, so you're only saving about $3 a night, but we've got a lovely room. And for those of you that are wondering, we've got 3 nights fully comped through Caesars rewards on that premium king room. All 3 nights are free. We just had to pay taxes and resort fees, and the total when we check out is only costing us $88 for the full 3 nights, so can't complain. Tonight we might do a little bit of casino hopping because right at the side of us there is Harris 2, and then there's a Bally's and a Hard Rock just down the street, so we'll catch you in a bit. And a weapon of choice in the shape of the car rental for this trip is a Toyota Highlander, which is absolutely ginormous, just for me and Claire. 3 rows of seats. Beautiful car to drive. Really like it.
How much did this cost us?
And this cost us via Virgin through Alamo. I think it cost us 340 quid for 4 nights. It were quite cheap compared to the other options, but quality car, and I've noticed I was getting 30 miles per gallon out of this, so it's actually doing the same sort of mileage as the smaller Ford Edge we had last year, so not a bad option. So first things first, just a few minutes drive up from Harvey's, come to this place right here for breakfast. It's called the Red Hook Cafe, which is a bit of a staple in this area. It's a business that's been around for a long time. Looks like a good breakfast, good food. Let's get some grub. Yeah, so it turns out this place was opened in the 50s here on State Line, and it were originally opened as a donut shop. Pretty cool, there's 2 or 3 of these spotted about. Nice little gondola ski resort vibe going on. Have a breakfast.
Don's special, I think.
Don's special.
Pancakes, eggs, and bacon.
Let's go. Let's go. Don's special. Originally on this itinerary, we were going to get here at 6 AM because we thought maybe jet lag and all that. Now I don't even get jet lag anymore because I work nights, so I'm kind of on this time zone. But Claire had a really good kick because we had a long travel day. So it's actually 9 o'clock. So we're like 3 hours later than we wanted to be. The only issue is we're going to go up to Emerald Bay after this, and it could be an issue getting parked. So we'll see what happens. We're going to eat, and then we'll see you at Emerald Bay, and hopefully see some amazing sights at Lake Tahoe. Cafe, well legit, I'm absolutely stuffed, full disclaimer. I ended up eating half of Claire's as well, it's just greedy. Let's go, let's hit the road. We've actually got lucky, we've actually got some roadside parking right here. There's an actual parking lot just around this corner I'm going to go up to now, but they reckon if you're not there early you've got absolutely no chance of getting in. So anyway, from here we've got a few bits of hiking trails to have a look at, a couple of odds and ends, a bit of a beach, show you it all in vlog. But it's a gorgeous day, it's not too hot, probably mid-20s, perfect weather, perfect conditions, and clearly with how easy we've parked, not overly busy either. And it's one of the most touristy places in the whole of Lake Tahoe. So let's get on with it and let's get going. So here we are everybody, welcome to Emerald Bay State Park. What a gorgeous place. That's the whole of Emerald Bay, as you see, it just comes in from Lake Tahoe right above there. You've got Emerald Bay, a little island in the middle, it's called Fannette Island. And we're going to make our way right down the bottom here to a beach called Vikingsholm Beach. And there's also 2 falls, you can see one of the Eagle Falls right over there. Gorgeous place, just off the parking lot here. It's a bit of a vista point where you can take cool photos. We're going to head down to beach level. It's about a mile hike from here, Claire, up for it. Yeah, definitely. Got your water. Yeah. Got your sunscreen. Yes. Got your shades. Yeah.
They see in color, so they recognize, like my uniform, they'll be more scared of someone who they think is a law enforcement ranger who could shoot them with a paintball or a beanbag gun to scare them out of an area. Yeah. Whereas if I'm in like my casual clothes, I'm like, oh yeah, they're scared of me because I usually, like I work for the parks and I yell at them and they're like, who is this guy?
I think he's bluffing.
So we
the
need
green
to be
and the khaki,
that's
how you scare them off.
Yeah.
Bit. So if they don't use them for a long time, they're gonna
and then they got some over here,
and that's not gonna be fun to walk on.
The big ones from a grizzly bear.
They got.
Thank you for the insight.
Of course.
We feel a bit more bear aware now.
Good. That's what I'm here for.
Thank you. Cheers. Just on the trailhead down to Vikingsholm Beach, and we just had a great insight from a park ranger.
Really interesting.
Yeah, on the black bears in the area, and in this basin area, there's in the region of 500 bears. Yeah. That's a lot of bears. And they said The lady standing by the side of us talking to the guy literally saw one this morning, but more into town. It came in between two buildings and scared a lot of people. Yeah. But you know, in these areas you've got to be bear aware, as they say.
They're interesting.
It's very interesting. Great insight. Claire were asking a lot of questions about bears, and she happened to ask what biggest one in area, who just so happens to go by the name of Hank the Tank. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that don't fill me with confidence.
850 pounds.
No, that were a different area. It was £500.
Oh, £500.
£500 black bear. That's a big bear. You can't beat these trees in these areas. Just look at the size of these things. They're just awesome. I love it. I miss Yosemite, but this place has got the similar vibe, obviously. Claire sprinting ahead like Linford. I'll catch you, Claire. Easy mile hike down here, Claire. Didn't even break a sweat, did you? Nice little beach.
Clear this water.
Yeah, it's so clear. It's also extremely cold, even in the hot temperatures, because of the elevation. Like I mentioned when we opened the vlog, Lake Tahoe is 6,200 feet above sea level. It's one of the highest lakes in America, so this water's pretty chilly. What's cool about Lake Tahoe around the whole area, well, this is Emerald Bay, but around Lake Tahoe there's loads of little cool beaches like this dotted about. Stunning little place. This is Vikingsholm, which is a house right on the beach here, and from what I've read previously, it was a lady from over here who travelled to Scandinavia in the 1800s sometime, studied the architecture, came back to Lake Tahoe and built a home based on what she learnt over there. Pretty interesting. You can go on little tours in there, teach a bit about the history. There's a spin rack round. She clearly built it in a pretty nice spot, let's not lie. Awesome. Cool place to visit if you're visiting Emerald Bay, certainly. It's not hard to get down here actually. It is a little bit steep, but it's not that steep, and it's only a mile, so it's an easy hike down for those of you that were wondering. Right there in the middle of Emerald Bay is Fannette Island. I'll just zoom out, and I think I might grab a kayak and get a bit closer to it. Put some sun cream on for that little jaunt. It's nice and quiet. $35 for a single for 1 hour, $45 for a double. Claire's not too bothered. I'm going to go by myself. Claire's going to get in the shade. I'm going to probably go pull the kayak into the island and then hike up to the tea house and come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Catch you later.
Bye. Mind them sharks.
Kayaking, chilling. And I don't know if you heard it on the Clare cam back on the pier, but Fannette Island over there, you can actually kayak over to it, and if you look closely, there's a tea house. It's an old tea house. You can actually hike up there. I might even have the place to myself, so you can't hang about when you're in the middle of the bay because of the power boats and whatnot. So if I'm going to head over there, I need to go straight there without stopping. But I'm going to probably kick about on the shoreline for a little while right now. This is awesome. So I've just pulled up to Fannette Island, or should I say crashed into island. Now I just need to secure this, because last thing we want is it floating away, or else I'm going to be swimming back over there. I might have a bit of difficulty getting back in, if I'm honest. I'll come to that problem when I've finished it. Trainers are back on. I'm going to take a little hike up this island, find this tea house. Oh, this is not as easy as I thought it would be. A lot of this is overgrown. Well, this getting to this tea house is definitely no picnic, but I'm determined. It's more of a scramble than a hike. Christ, if you don't like heights, you don't want to be doing it either. Just took a wrong turn there for sure. Let's get back round here. We've made it, folks. Couple of steps and we're into the tea house. Quality fireplace in corner. It's all going on. Got the place to myself. So that's the tea house on Fannette Island, where the lady who built Vikingsholm from the Scandinavian culture built this also, and she used to come over here daily for a tea. I hope she didn't do it the way I just did it, because it certainly would have been a right rigmarole every day, but you know, each their own. So yeah, if you come to Lake Tahoe, guys, or Emerald Bay in particular, get one of these kayaks. Do this. It's such a cool experience. I've probably only seen 1 or 2 people trying to get to this island while I've done it. It's $35 for a single, $45 for a double for an hour. It's well worth it. Really, really cool. I told you need to fight your way through bushes on half of this as well. Is that... oh no, I think I've got lost. No, this way. I'm going to end up on the wrong side of this island if I'm not careful. I've just dragged my kayak from there over that big rock before I put it in the water. I don't know what were harder, actually getting back in this thing or climbing up to that bloody tea house. But time to get back, because it's an hour. I've probably had about 40 minutes by this time, I reckon, so let's get rowing. So that was Fannette Island here in the middle of Emerald Bay. Pretty cool experience, and I shall see you back at shore. So I'm firmly back on dry land. Sorry you had to wait about an hour for me then. Sunbathing. But yeah, really cool. So we've got a couple more stops to make on these trails while we're here, and then we'll be heading back and exploring the area of Heavenly in South Lake Tahoe. We're heading to what they call Lower and Upper Eagle Falls. This time of year maybe they're not flowing so heavily, but that'll still be interesting to see, and that route will then take us back up to where we parked the car. See, these things are ginormous. Yeah. Awesome. Look at the size of it. Ready for a drink, Claire?
I am.
It's a
nice
bath.
Cold beer or
Oof.
I don't know.
Yes.
Something like that.
But we're still in wilderness here, so remember, bear aware. Of course, I've got Claire walking in front just in case we run into the affectionately named Hank the Tank. I think we're at the lower falls. Oh, look at that. Quality. Now we're ready for a cold one, a freshen up, and head maybe for some dinner in the Heavenly area of South Lake Tahoe, so we'll see you there. We've just parked parked the car back at Harvey's. Literally just a stone's throw away. We've come down the street and there's the heavenly area of South Lake Tahoe, and this is where you'll get the gondolas up the mountain to the ski resort, which I'll show you in a moment. But that's actually closed now. That closed on the 4th of September. But it's all in this area. Let's go on with it. You can see there's the gondolas, the heavenly Lake Tahoe. Just pan around here. Lots going off in this area, it's really cool. And you see all the gondolas up there in the distance. I'll just zoom in a little, as you can see right to the top of the mountain where they terminate in the earlier months. And we decided we're going to come to this place and have some pizza. Base camp pizza it is for a bit of dinner.
Cocktail because it's got orange in it.
So we're in Base Camp Pizza. Claire's gone for a beer. And it's a Firestone Blood Orange Wheat beer from originated from San Diego Brewing Company. And it's more orangey than Blue Moon apparently. Is it nice? And I've gone for a South Lake Tahoe Brewing Company ale. It's a pale ale. Bottoms up. Can't wait for this after all that walking about, Claire.
Yeah.
Cheers to that. That was really nice. So we had breakfast at the Red Hook Cafe. We had pizza here at this Base Camp Pizza. Both were really good. I enjoyed it.
I've enjoyed it.
The beers are great, the pizza were great, the service were really good.
Ranch were nice.
Yeah, Claire loves ranch dressing. You can't get decent ranch dressing in Britain. It's just, there's nowhere that does decent ranch. If anybody knows where there is any, let us know in comments, but you've got to come to America for good ranch dressing. And there's a girl who's been playing on the bandstand over here.
Yeah, she's
knocking
really
some
good,
really good music out as well. It's been nice.
It's been chilled out. Kind of
And I'm knackered
early evening.
after all that walking.
Yeah,
Well, there's a couple more drinks maybe, and then we're going to do a little bit of gaming in casinos, and probably an early-ish night because we're going to be on road quite early tomorrow. We've got a big day planned tomorrow around Lake Tahoe, so we're going to finish night off with a bit of gaming maybe, a little more exploring around here, and we'll take it from there. Christmas declares out. Just trying to really...
I think I've selected this one.
I must admit though, Claire, you've picked a winner. That's really cool. It's double-sided. It's like leather.
And wood.
Yeah, an eagle on one side.
And the bear on the other.
That's really cool actually. You should get that one for your collection, definitely, Claire. So we're in this place called the Baked Bear, and Claire couldn't go without something sweet. This quirky little joint right next to Harvey's. And what's that ice cream on there?
Chocolate covered strawberries.
Chocolate covered strawberries.
Ice cream with a milk chocolate chip cookie.
You know there's 2 spoons. Let's go. So down at South Lake Tahoe, there's actually a really massive, gorgeous beach and harbour. Yeah, it's a really cool beach, but unfortunately you have to pay $25 each just to go onto this beach. It's a bit unfortunate, most beaches around Lake Tahoe don't have to pay, but South Lake Tahoe being the most touristy area, they actually charge to come on here. Bit of a shame, but I thought I'd just show you anyway. For those of you that don't know and get an unexpected surprise when you come down here. But yeah, if you want to come to South Lake Tahoe and hit the beach here, be prepared to pay, because I know a lot of people don't realise there's a cost for that. We knew that before we came down, but we've just come for a walk down here anyway, and while we were there, I thought I'd point it out.
Personally, I would pay it.
No, I wouldn't.
Not $50 to go on a beach.
And not only that, I wouldn't pay it, because you can go to a lot of beaches around Lake Tahoe and just go onto it.
I think it's worth it.
Don't quote me on this, but I think it's the only beach in the whole of Lake Tahoe where you have to pay. I'm not sure what it's like up at places like Incline Village in the north, but I'm sure it's the only paid one. But there's loads of beaches. If you jump in car, head out, you can find some beautiful places without having to pay like that. So we're just going to go downstairs and hit the casino floors in Harrah's and Harvey's. You never know, we might hit something. We haven't got the gambling budget like we would in Vegas, but we're still going to have a go, aren't we, Claire?
Low gambling.
Low gambling, bit of drinks. See how it goes. Lots of new games since we last came over here, so I'm going to try some of those out as well. We're a bit down. I've come on this for the first time. Bit of a mop-off. But we played Jackpot Carnival, we've been playing Wolf Run Gold to no avail. Only low betting, you know how it is, but we'll have some mansions and a re-trigger class straight off the bat. That's what it's all about. Big 'un. Heiner. Mini times 2, better than nothing. 75 cents bet, not complaining at $35. Let's keep it going for the first night of gaming in a while. Claire's doing it again. We just sat down on video poker. She's hit 4 aces. I nearly jumped out of my seat because I thought she got a kicker because we're playing double. So if you get a 2, 3 and a 4, it's like $500. But she just got 4 aces, 800. But 2, 4, 9. I mean, we're only like low betting over here. That's a really good hit. Doink. I must admit, drink service in Harvey's has been alright. Oh, I'm frothing all over, Claire. Oh my god. Got jumping Corona all over my new trainers. Claire, we're up to $300 a minute ago on video poker. She's smashing it over here. But yeah, drink service is on point in Harvey's, not complaining. Pretty decent. When you're in Harvey's, there's an escalator that goes over the road to Harrah's. It's not a great deal of hardship crossing the road outside, really. It's only a small road, but there's a short tunnel just down here that cuts through and connects the 2 casinos. So yeah, just a short walk through here, up the next escalator, straight into the Harrah's Casino. And we're straight on Goldfish. I bust the gold boy for the main 3 spins. Let's go. 120 a spin. That's it. You can win whatever's up there when we land the feeders. Yeah, 1940. Could have been better. Could have been better. It was a $50 ticket up to 252. Doing all right. Yeah, we just left Harrah's, now we're heading to Bally's, which is just a bit further down the boulevard, and then after Bally's we'll probably hit up Hard Rock just to check them out and see if Mrs. Golden Touch in front of us can keep making more money for us, because I can't hit anything. Just a little go in Bally's, broke even. It's actually quite small in that place and there were very few people in it. Gonna see what the Hard Rock Lake Tahoe's got to offer. I've always liked a Hard Rock. So let's check this one out. I've always liked Hard Rock, and I'm really looking forward to the Hard Rock Las Vegas when it takes over the Mirage. It's going to be a while though. They're not doing much work on that for quite some time, but I for one, I'm really excited about that. I used to like Hard Rock in Vegas previously, and I think they're going to make a right job of that place when they get rid of Mirage. This one's pretty cool, I like this one, the AC/DC outfit. It's pretty iconic. Finished in Hard Rock. Cool little joint, it's fairly small. It's quite modern in there, decent selection of games. It's good memorabilia. The Bally's and the Hard Rock are a lot smaller than Harvey's and Harrods. So, you know, if you're wanting to go to the bigger places, it's definitely them two that are ahead over here. But so we're going to finish in Harvey's before bed. We've still got well over 200, so we're still up. Let's see what we can do. And she's here again. And this is only $1 spin, this one, but look at the amounts. A 10, a 10, a 15, and they're great amounts for $1 a spin. Hit it, Claire. Hit it. Come on. Big amounts, more big amounts.
They are big amounts though, yeah.
Oh, it's gonna do you, I think, with just that, I reckon. No, we're back 20. Oh my god, on $1 spin. This is crazy, to be fair. It's a lucky one. 15. Big amounts always attract big amounts on these games. It's always been the same. Keep going, keep going. This is really good. Looking at that screen, you'd never guess it with $1 spin. That is a fact.
I'm happy with that.
Definitely not. Beautiful, Claire. I'm just going to sit back like I have been doing all night. Just going to let you play. I'm happy. I can't win anything. That's a great screen. $91. Unbelievable. Fantastic.
I took that from nowhere.
Yes, we haven't heard that. Yes. I mean, we usually get it on Buffalo, but Claire's gone right off Buffalo. She's definitely not into Buffalo anymore. 122. I don't know where that puts us at, but we'll we'll recount up by the end and we'll see where we stand. So we're back in the room and we're finished in the casino and we've ended up just over $100 up in the end. All thanks to Claire, because I couldn't hit anything. Had a good night. I think it's really warm in that casino actually. I noticed they had fans on, so I don't know if they either not use aircon or it's just not working. But it's still cool. Anyway, that being said, really enjoyable day. I really enjoyed Lake Tahoe. I loved the whole kayaking thing over to Fannette Island. That was brilliant. We've done something like 25,000 steps. It's been a lot of walking today, but the whole area, as you can see in videos, is beautiful. South Lake Tahoe itself's amazing. There's so much to do. Loads of eateries, activities, all you need. That's the first day over with. We're up some money, not loads, but we're still up, And tomorrow we're leaving early in the car. And we've got a much bigger itinerary tomorrow. We're going to be doing a lot of driving. We've got quite a lot of stops to make in some interesting places. By the time we've finished, we're going to have done a full loop around Lake Tahoe itself. And then we're finishing the evening with a nice meal we've got booked at a really cool place down here. So that's going to be cool before we head to Vegas the day after. So early start, hit the road, plenty going off. And with that being said, guys, we shall see you in the next one. Take care.